What's up, guys? Croxy here, and today I got a little something different. Today I'm going to be showcasing my warrior. I figured we're nearing the end of BFA, Shadowlands is soon upon us, and now is as good a time as any to show off what we got. So, to start, we're going to do gear and stats. Mainly my stats, haste versatility, just cram chock full of it. A little bit of mastery. Weapon, I'm using the Gideon Q, Cut of Death. Versatility Gem, Versatility Enchant, standard. Corrupted Gladiator's Badge for the versatility. Vita Charged Titan Shard for the haste, and socketed with an 18 strength gem along with a 12 strength gem on my belt. It's a very nice amount of strength. Very pleased with that. For Azerite gear, we have ×3 Crushing Assault and Bastion of Might as my secondary in this because I just love Bastion of Might. It's so good. Shoulders, we have Lord of War for lack of a better trait, namely the Striking the Anvil trait. I just wasn't able to get a Azerite piece that had both of these, the Crushing Assault and the Striking the Anvil, that also had item levels, so we're stuck with this. But to be honest, I don't feel like I really need it, and I don't feel like I'm missing it, so we're good. For the third one, we are running Bloodsport, Super Primo. I use Ignore Pain on cooldown. So yeah, we like that. For secondaries, pretty much preference, but some ones I'd like to mention. Resounding Protection, Impassive Visage, and Intimidating Presence. Super useful, super primo. Like, you wouldn't think it, but they're super good. This one especially, I love it. And then another one I'd like to name would be Overwhelming Power, of course. Just get that out there. So that's my Azerite gear. We're gonna go into essences. So for essences, I use Breath of the Dying as my major. It's super primo. Nothing really competes with it in this current meta we're in. It destroys people. Good for stealing kills, securing kills, whatever you want to do. It's good. For my minors, I'm using Conflict and Strife. Memory of Lucid Dreams, which I love this one. This is probably one of my favorite essences in the game because it's just so well rounded. You get a chance to refund rage, you get a heal, and you get versatility. That's like a warrior's dream. I love it. It's standard. Gotta have it. So we run that as our third. Visions of Perfection, super good. The synergy for this is insane with a warrior, so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But yeah, so that's the essences. We're going to go into talents. Our talents. Sudden Death as our main go-to talent in the first tier. It's just well-rounded, better than the other two. Double Time. I could go Stormbolt. The way I look at it is my team usually has about 5 to 6 plus stuns, so I don't need that. I'd rather have the mobility. Massacre, because there's no need to have Rend in a battle round because everything about rogues die so quick you don't need it, and it's just too much micromanage to worry about when you're just trying to get them fat slam crits. Just leave that out and go Massacre. That way you're able to execute early. Defensive Stance, Super Primo. Rip Second Wind. When will that be a thing? I don't know, but yeah, for now, Defensive Stance. Warbreaker, go-to. The other two, don't even, whatevs. Avatar is my go-to. In for the Kill is not bad. Avatar just synergizes really well with one of my traits I showed you, and with what was Bastion of Might is what it was called. It's really, really good. And then the last talent, Anger Management, is a synergy with this and Bladestorm and Visions of Perfection. Is just too good to pass up. So I usually always go for this. I think I have tried Ravager a couple times, but the way I see Ravager is like you lose Bladestorm and you lose Anger Management to gain this, and that's not enough for me to lose the synergy that comes with Anger Management and Bladestorm. So I will not go back to that. Anger Management it is. So for PvP talents, a pretty standard PvP setup for me would be Storm of Destruction, Death Sentence, and Sharpened Blade. But it depends. Like, if I'm fighting a really heavy melee team that are going to train me and my healers, then I'll use Disarm. Heavy healer team this. Heavy caster team, probably Master and Commander, or War Banner if it's CC heavy or whatever. But generally, lately it's just been this, because a lot of melee in the groups I've been fighting against. So that's that. For macros, I can show a couple macros that I use for any, for any new warriors that are coming in here and seeing this for the first time, and like, you want to know something about macros. Like some really good macros, for example, mouse over intervene macro, hashtag show tooltip intervene / cast mouse over help intervene. I'll leave it up. I'll leave each one up a couple seconds so you can pause it and look at them if you want. Another really good one. Back in my general macros, heroic leap, same thing, / cast cursor. So basically wherever you have your mouse is where your heroic leap will just automatically go, so there's no more of that like finding the path or finding the spot for it. It's super useful. Another macro I want to mention though is the overpower macro that I learned from Bajira. I'm sure a lot of people saw this, and obviously it's so good. Overpower doesn't cost rage, but Ignore Pain does. But Ignore Pain is off the global cooldown, and so having this as your overpower ability, I don't even have another overpower on my bars unless I'm doing PvE, because going back to the striking the anvil, I don't need the rage for MS because I only keep MS as a debuff and not a damaging ability because slam hits so hard right now. In a perfect world of me playing, sometimes you slip up as the player, but I like to prioritize Ignore Pain and Slam. Those are my go-to, and that's helped me a lot. So moving on from that, another macro useful macro would be your cancel Bladestorm aura. So it's up on the screen. I'll leave it there for you guys to see. I recently added in / cast Shattering Throw for when I'm Bladestorming in the mage of the lock, or not the lock, the paladin bubbles or ice blocks. I just cancel it and just hit it again and immediately start casting that shit. So it's been nice. It's been very nice. For my damage macro, Blood Fury Avatar Corrupted Gladiator's Badge, pretty standard, and all the other ones are pretty standard. I have focus macros for PvP, but that's more arena based, so we're not going to get too deep into that. Just wanted to name those few. And I think that pretty much just covers it. Yeah, we got talents, we got gear, we got stats. So in case I missed it, stats are 23, 19, 23, but I don't think I did, so we're not going to go too far into that. I'll leave it up here for you guys to look at. But yeah, man, really overall, I just like to say arms is feeling really good right now. Slam feels really good. My survivability feels good, and I feel like I last longer, when I'm by myself against like mages or a class that would generally just burst me down. I feel like I have so much more versatile, and I have more options now. So that feels great, and I would recommend any Fury Warriors that forsook arms like I did to give it a shot, because it's definitely making a comeback, and I cannot wait until we are level 60 and we are destroying the BGs with you guys. So with that being said, I think we're going to close out the video here. This is my first video I've made when it comes to showcasing my warrior. It's been actually pretty fun making the video, and any comments and feedback you guys have would be greatly appreciated. And definitely help grow the channel. Also, any likes, subscribes, hit the bells, you guys know the drill. But yeah, it would be mostly appreciated and would definitely help the channel. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.